Hello there. Over my 20-plus years as an attorney in Romania, I've seen how monumental buying a property is. It's more than just a transaction, it's a life event. And while it's incredibly exciting, let's be honest, the process can feel a bit daunting. So today, we're going to walk through exactly how to secure that dream apartment, making sure your investment is protected right from the very beginning.
So you found it, the perfect apartment. But almost immediately, that little voice of doubt starts whispering, right? What if there are hidden fees? Are there problems with the building I don't know about? And the big one, what if the seller just changes their mind and backs out? These fears are completely normal, but the good news is there's a powerful legal tool designed to put them to rest.
And that tool is what we call the preliminary sale purchase agreement. Now, I want you to stop thinking of this as just more paperwork. Think of it as your legal shield. It's the first and arguably one of the most crucial steps you take to lock everything down and bring some much-needed clarity and security into the process.
So what is this thing really? Well, under Romanian law, it's a fully legally binding contract. Now, it doesn't transfer ownership just yet. That happens later. What it does do is create a firm, enforceable promise. It sets the rules of the game, binding both you and the seller to the terms you've agreed on. It's a promise with legal teeth.
And the benefits are huge. This agreement really transforms an uncertain situation into a structured, predictable process. It sets crystal clear expectations, outlines exactly who pays what and when, and that drastically cuts down your risk. It's all designed to prevent those classic misunderstandings, giving you what I think is the most valuable thing in a big purchase like this: genuine peace of mind. Okay, so we know it's a legal shield, but what's the shield made of? Let's pop the hood and look at the anatomy of the agreement. We'll focus on the key clauses that are specifically designed to protect you, the buyer.
This table really breaks down your core protections. Think of suspensive conditions as your escape hatch. Let's say your bank loan doesn't come through. This clause lets you exit the deal without losing your deposit. Then you have penalty provisions, which are so important. They work both ways, basically making sure neither you nor the seller can just walk away without a very good reason or some financial consequences. And of course, the detailed property description ensures there are no surprises. You know exactly what you're buying, down to any debts or legal issues tied to the property. It's all about transparency. And here's a big one for your financial stability: the price. A preliminary agreement locks in the purchase price right at the start. That means the seller can't suddenly decide they want more money a month later. This gives you absolute certainty, which is just critical when you're planning your budget and finalizing your mortgage.
Now, of course, having an agreement isn't enough. It has to be the right agreement. A vague, poorly written one can sometimes be worse than having none at all. So let's talk about the common traps I see people fall into and what you really need to watch out for. Specificity is your best friend here. Here are 3 of the most common mistakes I see. First, unclear tax obligations. You could end up on the hook for the previous owner's debts. Second, vague co-ownership fees. This can lead to some really nasty surprise monthly bills. And third, a huge one: missing or inaccurate building permits. That can turn into a massive legal nightmare down the road. Getting these details ironed out from day one is absolutely essential.
The difference it makes is really night and day. A vague agreement is a recipe for stress. It leaves you wide open to hidden fees and legal fights. But a secure, well-drafted agreement, that's your ticket to confidence. You get clear financial terms, you prevent misunderstandings, and you can actually enjoy the process knowing you're protected.
And let's talk about the elephant in the room: your down payment. It's a lot of money, and you need to know it's safe. A proper agreement will specify exactly how that money is handled, often through a secure third party, like a notary's escrow account. This means if the deal goes south for a legitimate reason, your money doesn't just vanish into thin air. It comes back to you, safely and quickly.
By now, I hope you're seeing just how critical every little detail is. And this is precisely where professional guidance becomes non-negotiable. Trust me, navigating Romanian property law is not a DIY project. This is where you bring in an expert, a specialized real estate attorney.
A good attorney acts as your detective. They go through a rigorous checklist. They're verifying that the property documents are real and up to date. They're digging for any hidden liens or legal issues. They're reviewing the building's internal rules and making sure every single clause in your agreement is solid under Romanian law. They are, quite literally, your professional safety net. It's so easy to look at legal fees as just another line item, another expense. But I urge you to reframe that. Getting expert legal advice is not a cost. It is an investment in the security of your purchase. It's the step you take today to prevent a much more expensive problem tomorrow. So let's bring it all home.
The journey starts with understanding the risk of a real estate deal. Your shield against that risk is that well-drafted preliminary agreement. The path forward is paved with clear, protective clauses that help you sidestep those common traps. Your indispensable guide on this path is your attorney. And the result of all this? A secure investment and the peace of mind you absolutely deserve.
So the next time you're looking at a contract for that dream apartment, you'll know what to look for. You'll know the right questions to ask. Because a well-planned purchase with the right advice is a safe purchase. The real question is, are you ready to sign with confidence?